New York Giants wide receiver Plaxico Burress was accidentally shot in the right thigh and spent Friday night in the hospital.
The NFL has not seen a repeat champion since the 2003-2004 season. Of course, the Pats have been the team of the 2010s, 2 titles 8 years into the decade, but not even New England has been able to repeat. 2 Giant championship losses do leave a slight blemish on New England's extended run of excellence, particularly in 2007, having to settle for an 18-1 record instead of a perfect 19-0. Instead of the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead becoming a joke, maybe if Twitter was popular back then, we would be saying the Patriots blew an 18-0 record. Anyway, with their own memorable run in 2007, some fans may have forgotten, but the Eli Manning-led Giants were on the doorstep of not only repeating as Super Bowl champions, but possibly kicking off a big blue dynasty. If not for an ill-fated evening at a nightclub for their best receiver, Plaxico Burress. Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Luca, Rosano, and today we bring to you, what if Plaxico Burress didn't shoot himself by accident?
Put it away!
Man, put that down, man. Come on, Cheddar.
Okay, all right.
Flashback to 2008, the year when America's options were Senators Obama and McCain. Beyonce told everyone to put a ring on it. Walter White's Criminal Empire was in its first season, and The Dark Knight ruled the summer box office. One season after Tom Coughlin's crew went on their Super Bowl run as a wildcard team, New York is making it look easy as defending champs. Despite losing to the Derek Anderson-led Browns in Week 5 on Monday night, the Giants begin the season with an 11-1 record. New York opened the season with 4 straight wins, and after the Cleveland debacle, win their next 7 games, which include wins against all 4 participants of the conference championships. This includes a 21-14 win against the eventual champs Steelers in Pittsburgh, and a 37-29 win in a shootout against Arizona. Running backs Brandon Jacobs and Derek Ward become the 5th set of teammates in league history to each rush for 1,000 yards. 7 members of the team, including Manning for the first time, were selected as Pro Bowlers, the most by an NFC team. Justin Tuck, Fred Robbins, Chris Cheney, and Sean O'Hara are selected as first-team All-Pro members. Yet, despite the early season prediction of Eli's Giants meeting Favre's Jets in the big game, and plans for another parade down the Canyon of Heroes,
chemistry, how you play together, and I think the Giants are a good example of that. They started off shaky this year, same guys, but as the chemistry got better, they got better.
It all came crumbling down in a New York minute for the Giants. We all know how this story goes. Super Bowl 42 hero Plaxico Burress one evening in a Manhattan nightclub had his unlicensed gun inadvertently go off, shooting himself in the leg. Though it was a non-life-threatening wound, the wideout never dressed for the Giants again and spent 2 years in jail for a weapons charge. The well-dressed Amani Toomer at the age of 34 and second-year wideout Steve Smith weren't enough to keep the passing game afloat late in the 2008 season. Eli and the offense never recovered after losing their top receiver, and New York was upset in the divisional round by Donovan McNabb and the Eagles. But what if Plaxico didn't shoot himself that fateful evening? In an alternate timeline, New York continues to go scorched earth at the end of the 2008 regular season.
It's Eli Manning to Plaxico Burress for a gain of 21 yards and a first down.
Going 14-2 instead of going a lackluster 2-3 down the stretch. With this momentum, New York holds off Philly in the divisional round.
You know what? I just hate them dudes. I hate McNabb, I hate Runyon, I hate all of them.
And beats Arizona in the NFC Championship. Kurt Warner struggles against the Giants' top 5 defense in the swirling winds of East Rutherford late in January. New York then meets Pittsburgh for the second time of the season in Super Bowl 43. And in a battle of 2 of the top passers of the 2004 draft, Eli and the Giants beat Big Ben and the Steelers in a down-to-the-wire matchup. Because of the Giants' second championship in a row, there's a bunch of scuffling parts going on around the league at this time. After seeing their aging quarterback outmatched by a younger passer and the playoff cold, Arizona trades up in April's draft to pick the franchise's next quarterback. Hello, Josh Freeman. Congrats, Larry Fitzgerald. At least it's not John Skelton. Not wanting to be in another mentoring role, Warner leaves Arizona. So, if you're keeping score at home, Warner has now lost his starting position thanks to Eli twice. In a sign of things to come, signing old Super Bowl winning QBs, the Broncos signed Warner that offseason. Looking for one last Super Bowl run, Warner saves Mike Shanahan's job when the Broncos, instead of their late season collapse for Jay Cutler, reach the playoffs but fall in the 2008 divisional round to Pittsburgh. Miami, with Tony Sparano in his first season at the helm, forego a quarterback in the later rounds of the 2008 draft. Shout out to John David Booty, Dennis Dixon, and Matt Flynn. The Dolphins decide to acquire a quarterback through other means. Now unemployed since old man Warner took his job in Denver, Jay Cutler joins Miami. Instead of signing the H-Chan Pennington, the Dolphins think they found the next Dan Marino.
Jesus.
As an effect of Cutler's signing with Miami, who now have a legitimate arm to complement their Wildcat offense, Miami beats Baltimore in the 2008 wildcard round. Because of the lack of experience of a deep playoff run, Joe Flacco, who now lost his first playoff game instead of reaching the AFC Championship the previous year, don't upset the Patriots in the 2009 wildcard round, but fall to Belichick, Brady, and company. In a battle of two GOAT quarterbacks, Peyton's top-seeded Colts advanced past Brady's Patriots in the divisional round. While New England typically got Peyton early in his career, the Sheriff improved late in his career against Belichick-coached defenses. The Colts continue their run through the AFC and reach Super Bowl 44, and instead of beating Rex Ryan's Jets in the conference championship, Indy beats the Jim Schwartz-led Jets. Due to the lack of a deep playoff run the previous year, Sexy Rexy is unable to parlay the Ravens coordinator job into a head coaching job just yet. On the other side of the league, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls, Eli and the Giants continue to be the toast of the NFC. Instead of the hangover caused by the Plaxico injury, Big Blue, which began the 2009 season with a 5-0 start, don't stumble but continue their momentum to earn the top seed in the playoffs.
And they've got the #1 seed in the NFC!
Eli gets the best of the Packers and Aaron Rodgers in the divisional round, who reaches the postseason for the first time as a starter, and in the conference championship, in the swirling winds and cold of New Jersey, the Giants beat an aging quarterback once again to reach the Super Bowl. Drew Brees and the high-powered Saints stumble in the frigid cold, and the Giants have now reached 3 straight Super Bowls. In Super Bowl 44, the world finally gets the Peyton and Eli Super Bowl matchup we always wanted. In another nail-biter, Eli matriculates the ball down the field in a 2-minute drill as the Giants trail by 4. With less than 30 seconds left, Eli throws a strike to Plaxico on a 20-yard post pass, and the Giants clinch their 3rd straight Super Bowl with a 34-30 win against the Colts. Peyton still loses Super Bowl 44, but instead of falling to Drew Brees, it's little brother Eli who gets the better of number 18, which makes it that much worse. In this timeline, that means that Brees, Sean Payton, and New Orleans still do not have a championship. Now with big game wins against Brady, Roethlisberger, and Peyton, Eli just went through a murderer's row of Hall of Fame quarterbacks to win 3 championships, all before the age of 30. At the end of the season, Tom Coughlin now has more Super Bowls than Don Shula, Tom Landry, and just as many as Belichick and Bill Walsh. Eli has just as many Super Bowls as Brady, Troy Aikman, and more than Elway, Roger Staubach, and Bart Starr. It is now the start of the 2010 NFL season, and the Giants are the new overloads of the league. Pro Bowl caliber players like Justin Tuck and Sean O'Hara are building Hall of Fame resumes, and Eli Manning and Tom Coughlin have a legitimate chance of becoming the best quarterback and coach ever. Oh, if only Plaxico had not shot himself in the leg.
I had always, carried a pistol, when I came in the league back in 2000, and I never really thought about it. It was something that I did, and, I own it.
What do you guys think? Do you think this all could have happened if not for the boneheaded mistake from Plaxico Burress? As always, hit us up in the comment section below, and if you learned a thing or two from this video, hit that like button because it does help us and we do much appreciate it. And of course, if this is your first time checking out the channel and stopping by Total Pro Sports, hit that subscribe button because we post videos like this every single day. Until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys real soon.